We're following some breaking news right now out of Colorado on a court decision on Donald Trump's run for president. Colorado Supreme Court justices are ruling Trump ineligible for the White House under the Constitution's insurrection clause. And that sets up a likely appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court.
In a 4-3 decision today, Colorado justices ruled that Trump is disqualified as a candidate and will be removed from the state's primary ballots. Voter groups pushed for the ruling, arguing Trump incited the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots. But today's ruling is on hold until January 4th, or if the U.S. Supreme Court takes up an appeal from Trump's attorneys.
All right, let's bring in our chief legal analyst now, Khalif Rhodes. Khalif, let's just take a step back and talk about how big of a decision this is in breaking news in terms of this stunning ruling. I mean, just kind of lay it out for our viewers.
Massive. That's the only word I can think of. This is massive. He is fighting on 3 different counts. He's running for president of the United States. He's fighting in court on criminal and civil cases. And also he's fighting to find a way to stay on the ballot. 18 different states have removed him or already dismissed their cases where folks have tried to get him removed. There's 16 that are still pending. North Carolina today decided that they would throw out a case where folks tried to get him off the ballot. But this one right here, Colorado is saying, no, you cannot be on the ballot. Why? Because the insurrection clause specifically bars you. Individuals that were participating in insurrection that formally pledged an oath to hold the Constitution. And so they said the letter of the law was pretty clear, and you need to be barred.
And this is going to go right to the Supreme Court.
It won't go automatically to the Supreme Court. His attorneys will have to attempt to have the case taken up there, and they will have to grant cert. Now, these are the type of cases that the Supreme Court historically would take up. Why? Because you have a conflicting point of opinion. You have one court that's saying, yes, he can be on the ballot. You have another court that's saying, no, he cannot be on the ballot. Ideally, you would want the Supreme Court to make a decision. This is one that they're right for. However, does the Supreme Court want to have a history of deciding if a person, specifically the former president, can be on the ballot? That's the only thing that I'm not sure if they would say, I want to be a part of that, because they would in essence be determining if he rightfully should be on there. So normally they would make that decision because you have
opens itself up to a lot of other type of states here. They're going to jump in on something like this.
I mean, this is wide open right now. And I mean, this is unprecedented. But typically judges in this case, they will tip their hat. So during questioning, his attorneys were attempting to say, well, this wasn't an insurrection. It was so short. It was really small. None of these types of things actually were directed by the president. And the judge said a couple of things that I thought right away, a few days ago, I knew this was leading up. He goes and says, well, it's clear that it wasn't war. It's clear that it was a rebellion, but it was really clear that this was an insurrection. And now we're just determining if he participated in this insurrection. And ultimately, today, they decided that he did participate in the insurrection, and the letter of the law clearly removes him from there by participating.
Okay, so now that he's off the ballot in Colorado, let's talk what this means for the general election coming up, because Colorado has 10 delegates up for grabs. And we all know when it comes to the presidential election, it's who gets the 271st. Now, Colorado is a Democratic state, so there's a lot to be able to look at here. If you're on the Republican side, you could be able to say, well, Colorado might have already gone to the Democratic side. However, this kind of throws a wrench in all this because the people of Colorado now might go in a different direction. And we've seen states flip.
We've seen states flip a number of times. Michigan flipped. Ohio has flipped. I mean, former President Obama won the state, and Trump came right behind it and captured the state. But if you look at the past, Colorado from 1976 all the way up to 2004 was all the way Republican. And then 2008 until this day has been Democratic. And so it's really close, 54 to 48%, give or take. And so anything could happen. Those 10 votes will count.
And just to give in context, South Carolina has 9 delegates. So that kind of gives you 10 delegates. It's not Ohio, it's not Texas, but it definitely is a game changer.
All right, Khalif Rhodes staying on top of this breaking news right now.